my lovelies, how are you? Happy Wednesday. I hope you're all okay. I'm a little tired, if I have to say. Little sausage is not a well man, and I had him last night and for some this morning because he's got a chest infection. And you know when they're just proper poorly, when they're like little rag dolls and they don't know what to do with themselves. Oh, he's real poorly, bless him. Oh, he just wanted lots of cuddles, and yeah, it was yeah. It's been a long couple of days. Long few hours is what I meant to say. But yeah, so I'm a little bit tired tonight, but never mind. We're going to do some sewing. Let's say hello to some people. Hi, Carolyn. How are you, darling? I hope you are well. Who's else is there? Hi, Angela. Hello, darling. We are going to make a little bag tonight. We're going to make a little crossbody bag, but I'm actually going to show you how to draft your own pattern for this as well. So there's no template needed or anything like that. I'm going to show you how to do it. It's super simple to do. We're going to make a really cute little bag. Who else is coming online? Hi, Jean. Hi, Anne. Hi, Lindy Lou. Hello, my darlings. Excuse me. Hi, Eileen. Oh, lots of you coming online. Oh, excuse me. I hope I'm not getting this coughing cold. Oh, excuse me. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Carol. Hi, Natalie. Lots of you coming online. That's lovely. We're going to flip straight over to the overhead and I'm going to show you. So we're going to make one of these little diddy crossbody bags tonight, okay? Mine's stuffed with wadding at the moment just so that it held its shape, but I've put my little coin wallet in there. I can get like a lipstick and a little, you know, my little travel hairbrush in there. It's going to be on an adjustable strap, so you can use it as crossbody or just over your shoulder. But I think these, at some point it's going to be summer, isn't it? There's some people. Am I freezing? Oh, is it freezing, guys? Is everyone else okay? Can you let me know in the comments? Hi, Grace. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Joyce. Sorry if I've missed anybody. I think when summer holidays eventually come, these would be great for, you could just put like a little coin purse in there with a card in it. You know, your hairbrush, a couple of bit of thing of sun cream, and you could strap it under a cardie or just a top, and it'd be nice and safe for you just to travel around with. Really cute little diddy purse. This is what we're going to do. Not freezing there. Hi, Marilyn as well. No, I think it's just you, Caroline. Sorry, Han. But first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we're going to draft the pattern for this, okay? Because it's very easy. And all you need is an A4 piece of paper, okay? And I thought, it's something a bit different to show you as well. So you're going to need an A4 piece of paper. I'm going to try and get this all in shot. Hopefully this is about right. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mark up. I'm going to use this ruler because it's a bit easier for you guys to see. 4 inches from the bottom. So from the bottom of the paper, I'm going to measure up 4 inches like that and make a mark. I'm going to go 4 inches from the other side and make a mark like that, okay? And then I'm going to go use the 1 inch ruler on my 1 inch line on my ruler, and I'm going to draw a 1 inch line all the way down like that, and then join up to that 4 inch mark. Okay, so you're all with me so far, nice and easy so far. Okay, so I've done that and made that little piece there. And then hi Sue, hi Alan, hello, hiya. It looks cute. Oh, I'm glad you like it. It is really cute. I'm really pleased with it. It's a nice little project. So again, the other side, I'm going to draw a 1 inch line all the way down like that, and then join it up to my 4 inch mark. Okay, like that. So you've got something that looks like that at the moment. Okay, next measure, so it's 4 inches here and 1 inch in. Okay, so 4 inches up, 1 inch in. Okay, so that's where we are at the moment. It's me, you're on your phone now. Oh, lovely. Then what we're going to do now is we're going to mark up from that 4 inch line, we're going to mark 4 inches up again. So mark 4 inches up again and make a little mark like that. And then mark another 4 inches up that side and make a little mark. So it's completely symmetrical, okay? So 4 inches, 1 inch all the way up. And then this is 4 inches from here to here is also another 4 inches. Okay, like that. Then what we're going to do, right this very top bit here, these lines, we're going to make a mark another 1 inch in. Okay, so 1 inch there, like that, and 1 inch there, like that. Okay, and then we're going to draw a line. Now this one I originally did with a curve, but actually it's a weeny bit the flat becomes a weeny bit big, so I've adjusted it slightly, and we're going to do a tapered version. So from that 4 inch mark up to that 1 inch mark line there, you're going to draw a diagonal line. Are you all with me, guys? Is this all making sense? So that was 1 inch in, and I'm going to line it up there. 4 inch mark there, 1 inch mark there, and draw a line. Okay, like that. So what you've got is something that looks like that. Okay, and there's your bag pattern all done. That's what you need for your template. So if you want to make this, you don't need to buy a template. You can draw it out yourself. It's very, very easy. You can just sort of stop and get all those measurements. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to cut that out. So where's my paper scissors? There we go. Oh, something's on the floor. We're just going to cut that out. So I'm going to cut along those drawn lines like that, up there, like that, and up that side, and the same this way. So now this can be made from 2 fat eighths. You need hardly any fabric. Fat eighths are perfect for this. Okay, so there you go. There's my pattern piece drawn out. That's what you need. Okay, so once you've done that, the next thing you want to do is choose your fabrics. Now I'm using these beautiful, beautiful Chelsea garn fabrics. I'm not normally a massive floral type person, but this paisley and this little, look at that. Can you see those little tiny hearts, like vine hearts? Oh, no, it has frozen now. Did it freeze then? Hope those aren't fabric scissors. No, these are my paper scissors. I relegated these ones to paper because these are now my fabric scissors. Oh yeah, these needed sharpening anyway, so they've been relegated to my paper scissors now because I've got my posh Karen K. Buckley's as my fabrics. What's that Sean saying? For MMO, we use A4 paper as standard. Oh yes, okay. I will. What I'll do is I've definitely frozen, haven't I? It's frozen. It has frozen now. Oh, okay. 2 seconds, guys. It's fine for you. Oh, see, it's frozen. It's frozen on my screen. I'm just gonna reactivate it. Oh no. There we go. Okay. Let's see if that works. There we go. Oh, this is the new camera as well. What's... Oh, what is going on with this new camera? Oh, it's slightly worrying. Okay, right. Okay, right. So, is it frozen again? Because I should be back here by now. Yeah, no, it's frozen again, guys. Oh, you've got to be kidding. This is a brand new camera. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to try this again. I'm going to have to try deactivating and activating it. It worked fine yesterday. Right, okay. That hopefully is back. Is that working? Yes, it is. Oh, right, I'm going to have to get Phil to look at some of the other things. Maybe it's not just the camera playing up. I'm going to have to get Drew on it. Anyway, I'm using these beautiful Chelsea Garden fabrics. I love this paisley, this dark paisley. I think it's gorgeous. So what I've done is I've cut a piece from my fat eighth, which is more than big enough to get my template on. Okay, like that. And you want to do the same. So this is a fat eighth of the other one. Okay, like that. Okay, and I'm just going to cut that little bit off because I can use that for something else because I don't want to be too wasteful. So that is approximately, what's that, about 14 inches by 11 inches. Okay, so that's what you need, okay? On my lining fabric, I've gone ahead and quilted this just to save some time on the demo. Okay, so I've just spray basted it up onto some wadding and then just, just quilted it. And, I've just done a cross hatch, but you can quilt it whatever way you want, okay? What we're going to do now is we're going to put these right sides together like that. Okay, so I've got the right side against of the outer against the lining. We're going to pop our paper pattern on top, like that. Okay, I'm going to pin it down, but you could, it's flashing when the fabric is too near the fabric. Oh, camera. Thanks, lovely. I don't know what's happening. It's almost like it can't cope with flashes when you get too close. That's really strange. That's the brand new camera that I had to replace as well. I'm gonna have to look at it over the weekend, guys. Okay, right. I'm going to pin mine down and use a ruler and rotary cutter to cut this out. But you could draw around it and use scissors if you prefer. Okay, but I find it easier and quicker, frankly, just to cut this out now. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Sorry, ignore me. I'm not cutting it out now. I'm going to draw around it because I've got to stitch on the drawn line. I don't want to cut it out because otherwise I'm going to be stitching it wrong. So I'm going to draw around it. I was jumping ahead too many steps then. You are going to draw around your paper pattern. That's because I was thinking about the cameras. You've got to go and do some work. Oh, Sean, okie doke. Yeah, if as Sean said, if you are in America and watching this, A4 is a particular size of paper. I will measure it in a second to make sure that you can, you've got the right size of paper. Okay, so draw around your pattern and then repin. I was so jumping ahead a step then. Sorry, guys. Hi, Leslie. How are you, love? Yeah, it shouldn't be flashing. It should be able to cope with me moving near the camera. That's very strange. Okay, what I'm going to do now is this edge here, you don't want to sew on. So mark that one. Don't sew along this long straight edge here. I'm going to start here and I'm going to stitch all the way round. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to go over to the machine, over here. Hopefully this one is working okay. And I'm just moving my needle back to the center a second. There we go. And I'm going to stitch all the way round, but leave that long straight edge, that long edge free. Okay, I've upped my stitch length as well to up to sort of like 3.5 because I'm going through wadding and fabric. So I'm going to go down here like that. One more stitch. Round we go like that, and just follow that drawn line. You're all okay on this camera. That's a new camera as well, which makes me think maybe it's not the camera, maybe it's the connection, because it's on like a splitter because of the amount of USBs I've got that there's not enough sockets, so it's on a splitter. So I'm wondering whether it's the splitter that's dodgy, in which case that's an easy fix and I can get a new splitter at the weekend. So all the way around, just stitching on that drawn line, pivoting as you need to. There we go, there. There we go here. Oh, that was one too many. Let's just go back one. There we go. And then, there we go, nearly there. And remember, I'm not going along this bottom edge. I've just sewn all the way around the other edges. Okay, like that. 8.3 inches by 11.3 inches. Needless to say, I'm sat at my desk. Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Nikki. That's the size of A4, guys. Nikki's popped it in the comments. So you need a piece of paper that size. I'm now going to cut this out with my pinking shears because, reduces the bulk on the edge. So you could use, if you haven't got pinking shears, so I'm giving it, about slightly less than 1/4 inch all the way around. So I'm just going to cut all the way around this. And then up that long edge, so you're going to have to bear with me a second while I cut round it. There we go. That side, along the top here. I mean, my phone doesn't quite fit in it, which is a bit annoying. I might actually make one slightly bigger. I might work out the sizing and make one slightly bigger so I can get my phone in it as well, because actually when, you know, like we're away or if we're, you know, doing a lot of travelling, it would be really handy to get my phone as well as my little card wallet in there. Like that. And then down this edge here. Oh, I love that sound. Right, the other little thing I'm going to do is this little corner here, I'm just going to snip as close as I can in without cutting those threads. Again, just, it's like clipping your corners. Chop off that little bit there and a little bit there, like that. Okay, so what I want to do now is this bottom line here, I'm going to trim it off a quarter of an inch bigger. Okay, so I'm going to put the quarter inch line on my on that drawn line, quarter inch line on my ruler on the drawn line, and we're going to cut that off nice and neat. So, like that. Okay. And there we go. They've got the start of our purse. Doesn't look much like a purse at the moment, does it? We're going to turn this right sides out now. So, actually, I'll just clip into that bit as well, because that's a bit. I was a bit extra generous with the pinking shears there. Turn the whole thing right sides out. So get my fingers in there. Well, it's easy. Pull it out, and then again, fingers right in there, and right in there. Okay, give that a good shake, and then trusty old knitting needle, and I'm going to run that down the seam like that. Get that corner right out, really, you know, press that out nicely, run it down the seam there, and then the same the other side. So what have you guys all been up to? Has anybody done anything interesting? Nikki, are you out in Spain now, lovely? And hi Melba, how are you, lovely? And you and your machine weren't friends today. You're just trying to stitch around a 12-inch square and the thread broke 8 times. Oh no, that's a pain. Changing the thread, it obviously was the thread, lovely. Sometimes the reels of thread can have a fault in them. They really can. And it is worth, you know, if that happens to you a lot, either running off loads of the thread on your reel and getting to a new point in it, or trying a different thread. But you got here last night eventually. Oh, good. I'm glad, lovely. Glad you're there safely. Right, nice press now. Really give that a good press. I did starch my fabrics before I started this as well. Okay, so good press like that all the way around. Get it nice and sharp. Okay, and I'm going to do it again from the other side as well, just to get this lovely and sharp. Okay. Okay, next thing we want to do is we actually want to turn over a hem here. All right. So I'm going to turn over. If you've got a hot hemmer, that's brilliant. But approximately a quarter of an inch there, and give that a press. Okay, and then that side as well to match. So quarter of an inch, turn that under like that. Make sure that's all really nice and lined up. Take your time on this little bit, okay? Yeah, I'm glad you're not still sat at Bristol Airport as well, lovely. That would be an awful hell of a delay, wouldn't it? The other thing I'm going to do now is just open this out, because you want to get that tucked under neatly there. So just do that as well. Just get that tucked under nice and neatly and give that a good press. It's worth taking your time just to do this bit of hemming, you know, pressing properly. Get that one tucked under there and press. There we go, lovelies. Right, okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put some clips on there a second. Oh, if I can get my fingers in there. Oh, hang on, I haven't turned that quite enough. And just pull that little bit back down. Finger press it. There we go, that's better. That's straighter. Okay, I'm just going to put a couple of clips on that top just to hold that hem down while we prep something on the next bit. Hi Mary, how are you, lovely? How is everybody? Everybody all right? Who's got nice weather? Because it's horrible here. It's cold and horrible and really not pleasant. And yet Phil's in London and it was 20 degrees in London today. He was boiled. He said he went in back with, like, you know, jumpers and coats and everything. He said I was having to strip off on the tube. He was so warm. I was like, really? That's just not fair. Right, okay. That is all prepped for now, okay? Next thing we're going to do is going to prep the strap. It was gorgeous here today, but pouring down. Oh, bless you. Sunny in Telford as well. It's hammering down now, though. That's annoying. Right. Oh, what have I done with this ribbon? I had a massive... I had another piece of webbing. It's okay. We'll make do with this. It's fine. So, first of all, you want to cut off a piece that's 5 inches. Okay, so I want a 5-inch piece. So, 15 to 20 there. Okay, we're going to cut that piece off there. Like that. So you want a 5-inch piece. This is just cotton webbing. You could make your own straps if you wanted to, but I'm using ready-made ready-made stuff because it's quicker, frankly. Rachel, you've been gardening most of the day in the sunshine. Oh, can somebody send some to us? Because I'm so fed up of this. Natty, it's beautiful in Lincolnshire, lovely and warm. Oh, nice. 20 degrees in Birmingham, sitting in the garden. Is it just South Wales that's having no sun? Not fair at all. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to stitch across here just to hold that D-ring. So I've put a D-ring on there and folded it over, and I'm going to stitch that in place. So I'm going to stitch that along there. So again, I want a couple of clips. Where's my clips gone this time? Over there. It's raining by you, is it, Lind? Oh, what's it like for me? Well, I don't know. I can practically see your house from here, darling. So I imagine it's the same. It's hideous in Somerset too. Oh, it's not just us. Oh, that's all right then. So I'm going to stitch this in place. Back it over to the sewing machine. I did have cream on because I wanted the quilting not to be too, what's the word, too obtrusive. Am I over here? I am over here. I thought that had frozen then. But I'm going to put like a sort of an Air Forcey blue in now because I want it to sort of match in a little bit more with all the top stitching and bits we're going to be doing. So just changing this over to a blue. Oh, missed. Oh, what am I doing? Doing the needle thread wrong. There we go, got it. Because I was trying to do it fast. I should know better. And I'm going to just stitch across about, I suppose, about 1/2 inch down, so that this is still, the D-ring's still movable, but it's caught up at the top. Okay, so I'm just going to stitch across that to start with. I'll make sure I back stitch as well. I'm back stitching slowly across the whole thing so it's nice and secure. There we go. Okay, back over we go. You've been frozen all day, yeah, and it's been horrible. Forecast thunder and lightning tonight. Oh, great. You've had rain and flooding and now you're finally some sun. But you've been stuck in your office. Oh, rubbish. Rubbish, rubbish. Right, okay, so I've just stitched that in place. Now, this is where we're going to play around with this. This is why we haven't sewn this up yet. I'm going to open up the one side here, and this is going to go right in there and tuck right up to the edge. And I'm putting in, I suppose, about 1/2 inch in there, okay, like that. And I'm going to put a pin in there just to hold it all down, like that, okay. Let's just reline that up so it's all nice and smooth. And then on the other side, hopefully I've got another piece of webbing here. Where's it gone? That's fine. I'll steal that bit. I'll steal that bit. It's fine. Because that's long enough. There we go. So I've got another piece. Now, how long this is depends on how long you like your long bodies. I've got 1.25 meters, which is about right for me, because you need it to, you need to have an, sorry, a bit that folds back on itself for the adjustable strap. Okay. So what we're going to do now is this, just one of the raw edges, leave the other edge free. One of the raw edges gets tucked in there, like that side. Okay, and just clip that back into place. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to top stitch all the way along there to close that off and hold in those straps. Okay, so you want it to be about, I mean, right close to the edge, sort of 1/16 of an inch away from the edge. Okay, so we're going to do that next. That's your next little bit of sewing. 2 till 4 in St Mellons was warm and sunny. no coat, and then the rain came. Oh, it's not just me that's had the rain. It's been horrible all day in Dinnersham. You wouldn't think that, you know, a little 10 miles down the road it would be that bad, but it has been. Right, so I'm going to do a nice little top stitch. I'm going to take my time. Oh, if that would go. Go on. There we go. Just making sure that that edge is nice and closed and everything's tucked under. Everything's lined up. Right, enclosing these straps. There we go, and don't make sure you back stitch at the end as well, so that it's nice and secure. I'm actually going to go all the way across this strap, this holding strap, and back again. Okay, so that's really, really in there. That's not pulling out. Okay, back over we go. So I've now got one little strap with a D-ring and one long strap, which is going to end up being my crossbody. Okay, we're going to know. Oh, sorry, my frog in my throat. We're going to ignore that for now, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of manipulation. So this little bit piece here, okay, this little bit here is going to end up just here. So we're going to fold this back on itself like that, okay, put a clip there, and we're going to stitch from about a quarter, not even a quarter, an eighth of an inch down. Give yourself a little bit of leeway, an eighth of an inch down, quarter of an inch in, down there, and then we're going to do exactly the same on this side. So I'm going to fold this one up like that, so you can see it's here, and again, and do the same on that side. I'm going to do that little bit of stitching first. Okay, so we're going to stitch that into place. Back over we go. Is everybody with me so far? Is this all making sense? I hope so. Right, there we go. That's where I want it to be. So lock stitch it off first of all, and down we go like that, and then back stitch. You like this bag? Ah, thanks, Anne. Yeah, it's really cute. I'm really, really pleased with this actually. I've played around with different sizings and stuff, and then I was going to draw you actually a template, and I was like, you don't need a template. It's so easy to draw it yourself. So I thought I'd just show you how to draw it, and then you all can have a go yourselves then. Okay, there we go. And back we come. We're not far off being done, guys. Honestly, it's nearly done. These would be great for little charity makes, or if you were making like presents for, you know, your grandkids and stuff, and they want like a little bag to carry their treasures around in. Because, you know, I know when my boys were little, they were always like collecting stones and bits on our, you know, when we were out and about. And you could do them in fun fabrics, and they could have their own tiny little crossbody to take with them for their treasures. Okay, so hang on, it's quite difficult with this webbing to show you cleanly. It doesn't actually affect the sewing. So I've sewn that bit in, and then we're going to put this section here against this long section here. So you want to kind of tuck that corner out of the way and do that. All right, so I'm keeping the outers together like that and just tucking that little corner out of the way. And then I'm going to put a clip there and a clip there. Okay, you can see this bag is starting to take shape. And we're going to do the same the other side. So tuck that little bit out of the way. And this is basically should be hitting that 4-inch mark that we made before we started that little taper. It might be a little bit more than that, but that's fine. Okay, so that one's going there. Come on, let me just get that. Oh, that one doesn't want to get out of the way. There we go. And then I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to start stitching just here where I stopped and come up here right to the top, and the same the other side. Start stitching there and come right up to the top. So back over we go. Lie that nice and flat like that. And I actually tend to start at the top stitching. This line here of top stitching will be close that up. That's where I tend to start at. And then 1/4 inch all the way down. And we'll finish where I started. So I had builders in this morning. So they've finally started work on all my ceiling and bathroom repairs from the big leak. So the big ceiling crash of 2024. They've started work on that, which is really good. So I might actually get my bathroom back at some point. The boys will be able to use their own bathroom again soon. There we go, all the way up to the top there. And reverse. Okay. There we go. So, again, chop off all your ends. Get rid of all those ends. You could sew them in. Oh, sew them if you want to, but there's another one over here somewhere. I'll find it in a minute. And then you can turn this right side out and really give that a good press into the corners. Okay, press out those corners there and there. Okay, you can see the little bag starting to take shape. Okay, come on, there we go. Okay, and then that's gonna come over. We've got that little taper, which means it sits much nicer. On the other one, I didn't do the taper, and it just annoyed me that it was catching on this. It was a nicer shape on the front, but this would have annoyed me. So I've tapered. That's why we did that little taper bit, because that then is going to come over like that and close it up. Okay. Now, just before we mess around with the adjustable buckle, we just trim those off. There's another thing you can do if you want to. If you wanted, do you remember when we made that bag with the Land of Enchantment panel? I then put a line of stitching down here. So you could do that if you wanted to. I quite liked the fact it was very, very soft. But if you wanted to sort of sturdy it up a little bit so that it sits very, like boxy, you could pinch this and then do a line of top stitching here. Actually, what I'll do is I'll show you on this one what I mean. So you can do that, and I'll just stitch that down quickly so you can see what I mean. I don't think it needs it. I did it on one of the prototypes when I was making that one, and it did stand up a little bit more, as in it was sturdier, but I wasn't sure I liked it. So this is an optional bit, okay? So if you wanted to, you could do that down both sides. So do you see what I mean? Stitch down there. It does mean it's much sturdier here. You've got a definite sort of boxy bit which helps it stand up. But I'm not going to do that on that because I actually want it to be able to all roll up tiny in my bag. So I've got an extra little bag to take with me in case I wanted to. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the adjustable strap on. Okay, so the free end of the strap, and you want one of these slide buckles, is going to go up through there like that and down through there like that. Okay, so you're going to start by just sliding it on. And then this end is going to go through the D-ring, and you've got to make sure it goes through the right way. So you've got to go from outside in, like that, okay? And then, this is the slightly fiddly bit. You've got to pull this out so you can get to that bar just there. And this is going to go in under there. So you've got to feed it through. Make that much bigger. Make that much bigger. There you go. Like that. So I've fed it through and then back through underneath the bar. So can you see I've got like another loop there where I've gone back up and under in the same way, making sure that nothing is twisted. All right. You did seam reinforcement on the Lydia bags. Makes them stiff and my machine wasn't ticking. Yeah. See, that's why you need a Benina. It would have been fine on that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tuck that end in like that. Pull it back up towards that bar a little bit. So what's that, about 1.5 inches down? I've tucked under that little edge and we're going to stitch that in place. Okay, so you're all okay with how that worked. So I fed it up and through, down into the D-ring, and then back underneath the bar. So you can see it's up and underneath the bar. And then we're going to stitch it just here to enclose it. Okay. These little bags would be great for you actually, Carolyn. La 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 la. What I was going to say, these little bags would be great for you for making, because they use such little fabric for like your craft stalls and stuff. Because they only use like, well, less than a fat eighth on each piece, you'd only need a D-ring, scraps of wadding and a buckle, and they'd be a nice little thing for your craft stalls. There we go. So I'm going to stitch that down. I'm going to go backwards and then back again. So it's really well. You could do a little box stitch if you wanted to. I don't think it really needs it, but you could do. There we go. Okay. Back over we go. And apart from a snap, a cam snap, we're done. You haven't got any D-rings. I'll have to cobble something else together. We've got D-rings on the website, lovely. I think they're like 10 for £1 or something. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, I thought I twisted it then, but I haven't. There we go. So that strap is now on, and you can then adjust it. Okay, you can see you can slide it up and down, make the straps shorter, make it the strap longer. If you don't want to use a D-ring, you could. What else could you use there? Because you need something for it to roll through for being adjustable. It doesn't have to be an adjustable strap, Carol. It doesn't have to be an adjustable strap. It could be, it's just a straight strap. You could just make them long enough to be a crossbody. You know, you just put that end in there and that end in there without that little bit. I like the fact it's adjustable just because. Yeah, Anne was just saying you could just have a fixed strap. Absolutely. It doesn't have to be adjustable at all. But yeah, D-rings are quite cheap. Could you do, what else could you do? Like a lobster claw or something like that you could put on? No, because then you'd still need something for this to run through for an adjustable. Yeah, I'm sorry, I think you might have to get some D-rings, hun. Right, and then the last thing is I'm going to put a cam snap on them. So you could absolutely, and I did that on one of the first little prototypes, which is, oh, I've taken it apart. I put a magnetic snap in. Okay, so you could do that if you wanted to and do a magnetic snap. That's nice and easy to do. You would do that before you closed this all up. So while this edge was open before we top stitched it, I put that magnetic snap in there, and then I put it on that bit as well. Okay, so you see another prototype. There's about 8 prototypes here. But actually I decided if I was going to make these cheap and cheerful, cam snap actually worked just as well, which is what I did on my other ones. Okay, so I just did a cam snap. You know, how you put whatever fixing. It could be a buttonhole and a button. It could be a really beautiful button with a buttonhole. You know, whatever you could use a keyring key. Oh, and that's a good idea. If you've got like an old keyring there, you could use take the keyring key off and do that and just thread it through. Carol, that would work. But I'm going to put a cam snap on this one. So what colour cam snap shall I go with? I went with yellow on the last one. Should I go with like a turquoise? That's not the right colour, is it? Is the magenta colour? What do we think? Oh, right. What do we think, guys? Should we go with a yellow or should we go with that magenta colour? Or it would have to be blue, I suppose. Or it could be cream. Oh, the cream's quite nice. This sort of taupey colour's quite nice. What colour cam snap should I put on, guys? Can you see those? We've got those 3 colours. See, I wouldn't, do I like, no, I like the fact that I can see it. Magenta, should we go that? Oh, that's something I've forgotten to tell you as well. You could, if you wanted to, top stitch around here. Again, I don't think it necessarily needs it, but it might actually give it a nice, neat finish. In fact, actually, I probably would. I'm not going to do that now. I should have done that before I messed about with it. But you can top stitch around there as well if you want to. Magenta, yeah, I think the magenta looks quite nice, doesn't it, against that? Let's go with that colour. Right, now I've got to make sure I got all the right bits. So I need a male one and a two. Oh, hang on, is that a? Come here, I've got to get my fingers in there. Oh, that was stuck on there. Come on. No. Right, there's one pokey bit, one spiky bit, and the female. And then I need... Why are all the male ones stuck on there? That's annoying. Hang on. Might not be magenta because I don't know if I've got any of the counterparts. All the counterparts seem to be stuck. Ah, there we go. Come on, get off there. You coming off there? Oh, you're not as well. I haven't got any of the little oh yeah, there we go. Got one. Haha. One. So that's the little male one, that's the female. One spiky bit, two spiky bits. There we go. Right, put those back in there. And then I'll need your pokey tool and my cam snap. So first thing I'll do is just get towards the centre. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 inches across. So 2 inches is my centre, and I want it to be, sorry, I don't think you can see that. I was doing that, sorry, I was doing that too far down. So if you, I've got the camera, only comes to here now. So it's 1, 2, 3, it's 4 inches. So 2 inches is the middle. Alternatively, do that and find the middle. And you don't want it right on the edge. You want it about 3/4 of an inch up. So I'm going to go about there, and I'm going to make a hole from the outer fabric in. So use my pokey tool, make a hole, and I'm going to then push the spiky bit through like that, through the hole I've just made. Hopefully, come on. Oh, it doesn't want to go today. There we go. And then it doesn't matter which, whether you put the male or the female on like that. The other thing that I read in some tips is that just clip off the very top of the spiky bit, and that way you get a cleaner press. And then into the cam snap and press like that, so it's nice and flat. And then I'm going to measure where this is going to go. So this is going to go over like that, and if I press hard like that, you can just see the indentation. Oh, hang on. Press hard like that. Yeah, there. Just see the indentation where it wants to go. Oh, come on, behave. Just there. There we go. And I'm going to make a hole just there, like that. Again, pokey tool all the way through. But this time, I need the snappy bit to be on the outside and the pointy bit to come through from inside. So that's going to come through from there, like that. Push that through. Come on, there we go. So this spike is out, and then oh, that is going on like that. Come on, it doesn't want to get on the spike. Again, snip off the very tip and then press down. Put that in nicely. Give it a good squeeze. Put some chalk on the snap when you press it down to mark the position. Oh, that's a good plan. Yeah, because you'd actually get a proper little mark then, wouldn't you? And then that can go like that. There we go. And I've got my little bag. Obviously, it needs a good press because I didn't really press it in between. But give it a really good press. And I've got, let's move all this out of the way. Like that. And I've got my little bag. And you know, you can get, like I said earlier, I got my, because I don't really use a purse, I've got like a little card wallet that's got a little zippy bit. That easily went in there. I've got my little round travel hairbrush. I've got lipstick in there. It doesn't quite fit my phone, but I've got quite a big chunky phone, which is a shame. I think I will play around with the sizing to make it big enough to get my phone in. And then clip it down, and I can wear it as a shoulder or a little crossbody. But because it's soft as well, you can shove all of that in there like that. All the strap in there like that. In there. It would easily go into a bigger handbag or like into your luggage. So you've got like a little travel bag just to, you know, just take your lippy and whatever out in at night. So yeah, really, really cute little bag. I've enjoyed playing around with this one and making this one work. You know, it fits quite nicely You can get quite a lot in there. Well, I'm going to shove all this wadding back in there just so you can see it like full out. So I'm going to get quite a bit in there. Chuck a bit of wadding in there just so you can see it puffy. There we go. So yeah, cute little bag to play with. That's a little... You like that tip? She said, and sometimes struggle with camshaps closing. I shall tip up. Yeah, it was something I watched online somewhere. They said just snip it off, and they've worked ever since. Ever since I've been doing that, they've worked brilliantly. So yeah, cute little bag. Love this fabric. I will give it a good press, and that will be going in my luggage next time I go away, because it's perfect size, and because it's small, be quite discreet. You know, sort of a little bit easier for what's the word? You know, safety wise and stuff. So that's lovely. Thanks for another session. You're very, very welcome. Thank you guys. Oh, that's a delightful face, isn't it? I'm frozen on that one now. Why does it always freeze when I'm half gurning? I don't know why these cameras keep deactivating themselves. It's very strange. I need to get Grooves to proper come and have a look at this, I think I need a new USB splitter. I think that might be what the problem is, because they keep cutting out, and they shouldn't. But yeah, I like my little bag. And then you've got that nice adjustable strap, which I've just managed to catch up. There we go. Adjustable strap on it, like that. So it goes over. There we go. Sits nicely, but you could have it as a shoulder bag as well. But because it's little, you can see, because it's little, it would sit, it's quite discreet. You know, sit under your arm. Just keep your purse and your little valuables in it. And you know, hands-free. Like it. So that's it for tonight, my darlings. I'm going to go and feed my kiddie winks, and you try the popper trick. Brilliant. Yeah, it's since I've been doing that, snipping just the very tip off, and it really is like, you know, just the point take off. It works really, really well. So Sarah will be here at 1 o'clock tomorrow, and then I will be back next week on Tuesday and Wednesday. So I will see you then. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. I hope we might get some sunshine. Oh, it's the bank holiday as well, isn't it? So have a nice bank holiday weekend. It's Cessa's birthday on Monday, so we will be doing something, I'm sure. And I'll see you all next week, probably with a hangover on Tuesday. Actually, if we're out for Sarah's birthday Monday, I might be a little hungover. You'll have to bear with me, but I will prep everything, I promise. Take care, guys. Bye.